with 4 nights of runway shows, 14 world-renowned designers, and industry-leading sponsors in the luxury market. Fashion Houston is a world-class event, bringing the fashion world to Houston and bringing Houston to the forefront of the fashion world.
I think Audi Fashion Week in Houston is so impressive. The venue is absolutely magnificent. I was at the new Fashion Week for New York, and I think this really rivals it. It's absolutely awesome.
You know, Houston has its own exuberance, its own style, its own special feeling that's always different. So it's a little more sexy here. I like it.
You know, I feel so at home here. I know all of you, even. I just love being here.
For Houston, it is so wonderful. I mean, you talk about polishing Houston's butt. They are shiny now, and I'm so proud to be a part of it.
This has been fabulous. Houston has been waiting and needing this for a long, long time. So I'm just glad to be a part of it.
You know, I think the women here dress fantastically. Texas women have always inspired my collection. It's never a shock to me that the women here are so fashionable.
Fashion Houston 2010 launched the first ever Fashion Week in Houston and generated over 300 million media impressions.
It's a fashionable week because Fashion Houston's here.
Houston is staking its claim on fashion with an unprecedented event.
The Bayou City is going high fashion this week. We'll be there tonight as models kicked off Fashion Houston with a runway show at the Wortham Center.
There will be dozens of fashion shows and parties over the next 5 days.
New York has one, so does Paris, and now Houston does too.
This could be a runway anywhere in the world, but it's in Houston, which doesn't exactly have the reputation New York, Paris, and Milan have as fashion capitals of the world, but that might change.
I'm assuming that the dream and the hope here is to make this bigger and bigger and better every single year.
Bigger and bigger every single year. I will tell you that there's a certain economic benefit. To get an idea of the economic impact that fashion can have, the global fashion industry generates $1 trillion a year, and Fashion Week in one city alone can generate tens of billions of dollars.
The tickets are flying, apparently. 75% sold a couple of days ago.
Houston is poised to take part in the $1 trillion global fashion industry.
Coming here first thing, it's like it's just as exciting as New York.
The event featured haute couture and pret-a-porter collections. The dozen designers included were proven artists at the forefront of fashion, bringing global glamour to the Bayou City and showing that high fashion in the U.S. isn't limited to the 2 coasts. Fashion Houston was held in Houston's beautiful Wortham Center, home to the world-class Houston Ballet and Houston Grand Opera. Designers, sponsors, and models from across the nation and around the world attended the event and soaked up the Texas hospitality. Fashion Houston audience members included President George H.W. Bush and his wife Barbara, there to see their granddaughter, Lauren Bush's spring line. The final night of the event included a tribute to modeling agency icon Eileen Ford, legendary Ford supermodels Carmen, Diane DeWitt, Christy Hines Clark, and Dolores Hawkins Phelps presented Ford with a Lifetime Achievement Award for her lifelong commitment to finding the best models and nurturing beautiful careers. Because Fashion Houston is committed to improving the lives and education of others, a portion of 2010 ticket sales benefited the Art Institute of Houston, Dress for Success, Houston Community College, and Legacy Community Health Services. Fashion Houston's list of sponsors is a who's who of top local, national, and international companies and products. Our sponsors and designers received great attention and recognition in front of a highly qualified audience. The 2010 Audi Fashion Houston was an event to be remembered and repeated for years to come, with a continued commitment to international style and Texas hospitality. The 2010 Audi Fashion Houston was a fabulous experience for everyone involved. It was the place to be seen, the place to be promoted, and the place to be in style. Want to be a part of the most fashionable event in the South? To learn how you can get involved with Fashion Houston in 2011, go to fashionhouston.net.